Are you into archery? Do you use a compound bow? One of the biggest problems with using a compound bow is the poundage. A lot of people have 55, 65 pound bow, and they start shooting 2 weeks before hunting season. And they're lucky if they can pull their bow back, 1, 2, 3 times. And that's not enough to sight it in. So what you should have right now is archery training tools to basically get your muscles up to par. If you're right-handed, your right breast is where you build muscle. Your back up here and across here in the shoulder is where you're building muscle. And like anything, the more reps you do, the more muscle you build. Now, you could practice on your bow, pull back, pull back, pull back. But if you accidentally release it and do what they call a dry fire and there's no arrow in it, you'll break your limbs and break your bow. Well, you don't want to do that. You want to exercise yourself with archery training aids like these. These are tension bands, and they got nice foam on each side. This one's 25 pounds. So literally hold it out and pull it up to here, hold it. Pull it up to here, hold it. Pull it up to here, hold it. Now understand, I've been doing this for about 4 days now, and I'm pretty sore. That's 25 pounds. The blue one is 35 pounds, okay? And you can feel it. You really can. Come back to the crooked of your mouth and keep going. And I can feel it back here, okay? And I can feel it a little bit in the breast, not much, and my back. Then you get into the black one, 45 pounds, okay? Is what this is. And that one's tight. You see? Now, I suggest you do both arms, and you don't need to buy all three. You can buy just one. If you're shooting 65 pounds, I would suggest just get the black one. I like to have all three to work my arms. But this is nice, really nice. I also picked up a 10-pound weight. I probably should have picked up a 5-pound weight is what I should have picked up. And what I use this for is I lay down right down on my lap and then I come up. Okay? Here's what I do. And I don't let it sit on my lap. I keep the pressure on all the time. The other thing you can do is go up. Okay? And you're just building. And I would suggest a 5-pound weight. 10 pounds is pretty heavy if you're not very muscular and you're not used to training. But this is a start. And you'll get your bow arm back into condition to pull back that compound bow. And you should start that now. I'll have links in the bottom of this stuff. I would go to 5-pound weight instead of a 10-pound weight. But, and this stays beside my chair. And this is on my table. I do this 4 or 5 times a day. I'll do like 10 reps. I'll pick one and say, okay, I'm going to use this one. My arm feels weak from working out. I'll use the red one for 25 pounds. Keeping up the pressure on the muscle. And the more you build up the muscle in your back and up in here, the easier it's going to be to pull back that bow. You may even get to the point, if you're doing this over the next 2 or 3 months, you may get to the point where you're going to up your poundage on your compound bow by 10 pounds. Who knows? But one thing's for sure, if you're not working it, you're not going to have a very good arm for pulling. It'll also prevent shaking. When you pull back your compound bow, okay, a lot of people hold it for so long, and then you'll start shaking. Well, by doing this, okay, and holding it, as long as you can, like this, hand shaking a little bit. And like I said, I've been doing this for 3 or 4 days, so my muscles are wore out. But it'll allow you to hold that position longer than hold it longer with your bow. Because you have to understand, when I pull this back, that's 25 pounds all the time. It never relieves. With the compound bow, you'll go, 55 pounds, and then boom, It's easy. It's like 2 pounds. So when you pick up your bow after working out with these archery 8s, oh yeah, you're going to hold it longer. You're going to pull it easier. You're not going to work so hard. And I would say these are the 2 things you need. You need a good dumbbell and some archery 8s. And then you're going to prep your arms for archery season. Links are in the bottom. Go get them. You won't regret it. Catch you guys later.